I have this Craftsman LT3000. When you start it up, put it in gear, it won't go. Look for the simplest things first. I came back here to make sure that this bypass lever was in correctly, and it is in. And the way this works is when you pull it out and hook it, it's so you could roll this tractor. So you want to put it in gear, you have to push it in. The directions show you right here. In is to drive, out is to push. Now when I'm pushing this back and forth, I don't feel anything moving on the other end of it. I'm going to have to look inside to see what's going on with it. First of all, I'm going to have to take this wheel off. To get this wheel off, I'm going to roll it up on some ramps just to make it easier to work with. I don't have to bend down as far. Now, you have to take this rubber cover off. Try not to rip it. Keeps it clean in here. You need a screwdriver. There's a C-clip. Just pry it around a little bit and you'll pop it right off. Sooner or later. Here we go. And you have these two washers. Hold on to them. Now I'm going to jack up the tractor to get some clearance. I'm going to jack up the tractor, take the weight off the wheel so I can pull it out. Yeah, it's recorded, John. Yep. Okay, now pull it off, and we have the mower deck wheel in the way. Drop the deck a little bit. It's still in the way. Okay, I'm going to have to pull this ramp out. I put it under there just so if the mower should come off the jack. Just have to drop the deck low enough for this little bit of clearance, and it should slide right off. Now when you take the wheel off, inside this keyway there's a key.
Yeah, but I don't see it here. Don't see it in
Don't lose that key.
No.
If you lose that key, no matter what you do, this tractor's not going to drive. I can't see anything from this angle. I'm going to move this camera around to the back of the tractor. Now this is just an old car jack that I jacked it up with, and I had it hanging on this pole just in case it would slip when it fall on me. But I'm going to have to take this back plate off, so I'm going to have to find another way to support this. Because right now it's all being supported against this plate. This plate's held on by two bolts on this side, and two on the other side it comes right off. Okay. Look at all this debris in here. This is dirt. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It's dirt, mud, and it looks like this just froze in. Hopefully this is the issue right here, and it's not internal. If it's internal, this will be a long video. And I'm going to clean this up. Oh, I have this jack stand underneath, and I'm holding it up on the other end with this rope. This bypass lever moves, but it's not moving this piece right in here. I soaked this with penetrating fluid, let it sit a while, and I pried it with a crowbar in there. So when you move this piece, this lever should turn, which in turn engages the transmission or disengages the transmission. So after prying it back and forth a few times with a crowbar, I was able to free it up. It's moving now. It should be a little looser than this, but it is moving. And this is all I had on hand was this penetrating spray. This axle has a little rust on it. It should be cleaned up before you put the wheel back on. And this back end of transmission, that's a fill plug for the transmission fluid. Not all of these trannies have that. They say they're non-serviceable. I'm going to clean this up, and when I put the wheel on, I'm going to put some never sees on it. If you don't have any never sees, a dab of grease will help to keep it from sticking. Now, let's see what happens. At first, this tractor wouldn't start. If you hit the little icon up above, you can see the video on how I cleaned the carburetor out to get this started. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is there's nothing wrong with the transmission. The bad news is there's definitely something wrong with this engine. I'm going to start it up one more time, and you tell me what you think it is. If you guessed the blown head gasket, you guessed correctly. The smoke coming out of the oil chute over there is an indication, and when you've seen the oil on my hand, if you're interested in seeing how I repaired this blown head gasket, you could click on the little icon up in this thumbnail. Well, guys, with that said, this is a wrap. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and would like to help support my channel, be sure to like and share it. It means a lot. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Also, not to miss any new videos that I upload, make sure you hit that notification bell. Well, for now, that's it. Thank you for watching, and as always, until next time, stay well.